Hello, hello everyone. This is Annalisa with Inside Real Estate, and I am going to share a blog idea that is going to work for either KV Core or K Plus users. I just happen to be in a KV Core dashboard. So we're going to create a blog, and we're going to speak to residential customer rebates that might be available through your local energy company. And we're going to pair this with maybe looking at counties and keywords of Energy Star or green. So you might be able to wrap in some program information for your local people of which you're selling to, and show them homes of which have some of these amenities built into them. So if they're more green conscious oriented, this may be something that they would glean onto, right? So on the KV Core dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and create a blog, and it's in the same general place on K Plus. You're going to click on Quick Actions on both dashboards, and then click Create Add Edit Blog on K Plus or Blog Post on KV Core. And we're just going to click the Add a Poster on the K Plus. It'll say, you know, add a blog, create a blog. So we're going to start to create this, and let's just say that we're going to call this, you know, Green Energy Star Programs. Maybe Energy Star listings and eligible programs. I always spell that wrong. And this is in Rockland and Orange County, New York. Okay, so we know what the idea is that we're trying to express to folks. Now we want to build some information into the blog. So you could say something like, did you know that this energy company, you know, whatever one it is that you're happening to look at for your own area, offers rebates for energy efficient appliances for their homes? You know, you can say click here for more information. Now what I did is I went to the savings to residential customers via Orange and Rockland County out of New Jersey, and I went right to their residential customer list. So I'm just going to grab the link that they have already created for me, copy it, pull that on into my blog by making this a hyperlink. So where it says click here for more info, I can actually make this a clickable sentence in my blog. And the cool thing about this is when blogs are sent out, they're attached to your listing alerts, they are attached to HTML emails, of which we send out in both products. So when you get these blogs posted, you're getting this out to a lot of people. So again, to hyperlink this, you highlight the sentence that you want to have actionable with a click, and you click this little chain guy. He's just to the left of insert image. So click the chain or the link in the chain and paste your link in. Works the same way on the K Plus dashboard. And now we can say, well, do I want to target it to a new window? Yes, we do. The reason we want to choose a new window is because we don't want to send someone away from our website, like believing it is none, so they click on the link, it takes them directly to that site and off of mine. Or I can say, well, I still want them to have my site open, but open this new information in a new window. So here's where you can drop that type of information, and now you can see that it's highlighted as a link, and when I move my cursor, it's a little, it'll turn into a hand once this goes live. So right now this is actually tied to a link. And then I could say, you know, to see homes in Rockland, hold on a minute, and Orange County that are Energy Star, click here. So what I did is then I went to my own website, and I'm searching out Orange County and Rockland County, and I'm just going to put in Energy Star, and we'll just take a look at maybe Energy Star windows and search. So these are all of the homes. There's 179 homes in Orange and Rockland County that have Energy Star windows. So that could be a selling point as well for people who are looking to improve on their carbon footprint, which is a huge subject right now. So we can grab this link up here in the browser. This is our link to these results. And the cool thing about this is once we grab this link, it's basically live. So anytime someone clicks on it, no matter where you post it, as long as you still got this website, it's going to pull the most direct and up-to-date content we possibly can from your MLS and send people to that information. So we're going to go ahead and copy this link. We're going to go back to the blog, and we'll go ahead and hyperlink the click here just by clicking, highlighting that, clicking the little chain, popping that link in, and saying new window. Now from here, if we had any other information to add in, we could of course do that. I'm just going to wrap it up here and click publish now so we can take a look at it. So now you can see here is my blog post. I'm going to go ahead and go to my website and find it real quick here. One moment. Just needs a second to update. And you'll see my blog post has landed and published. And now it says, you know, we have energy company offers these rebates. Click here for more info. You can see the cursor changes from just that regular little indent kind of tab cursor to a hand. So you know that's a live link. So I can click that to get more information. It opens up that new window, keeps my site open. And to see homes in Rockland, Orange County, their Energy Star, click here. And then again, keeps my site open and directs them to my site again to see all of those homes. Now, the next thing you can do with this link, so we've got this link built. We can actually leverage this within a landing page if we wanted to take this a little further to. So the next thing you can do is go to your dashboard, and you can open up a landing page to continue advertising these types of homes. So we can go to the lead engine or lead gen in K+ and click on landing page. If you're in KV Core, of course, you'll choose the domain of which you want to have the leads directed. And from here, we can create a lead gen landing page. And if you're not familiar, this whole system here actually gives you the ability to say, hey, lead, if you give me your email and phone number by clicking this button, I am going to send you to get some amazing information that you need. So the whole gist is when people click the button, we're sending them to get more information. And the second they click this button to opt in, we land them as a lead on your dashboard. You can build a hashtag in for tracking purposes. And you can drop a URL at which you're going to direct them once they click the button. And all of this happens like in 10 seconds, which is pretty groovy. So when you create this, you can say, what is my submit button text? It goes, maybe it's go green. And you click outside of the box and it drops the text onto that button. Where do we want to send them once they click the button? That's where our link comes into play. So we have our link for Orange and Rockland County homes that have the Energy Star windows. So we can go back and drop our link in. And when we click outside of the box, that's what cements the link to this button. Next, you can check if you want to require the phone or not by checking or unchecking. We're going to loop the hashtag last across the top. Then you can choose your background. We supply many different backgrounds. I mean, there's even a green eco background if you wanted to use it. If you want to use your own photo, you can click on custom background, and you can actually drop a URL in here for a background image. So let's say I was looking at these residential customer savings and I wanted to use this photo. I could say open link in new tab. And of course, you know, it should be a photo that you own or have the rights to use, but I'm just gonna try to swipe a photo here, and that didn't quite work as planned. But basically, if you have an image that you want to use, I'm just gonna do a quick search for Energy Star. And let's say that, you know, it's one of these photos that you want to use. So what you can do is open it up on a new tab, open image on new tab. And we have this link up here, which is the link to this photo. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And where it says background, custom background, I'm going to drop that link in here. And when I click OK, it's going to drop that photo in the background. Now I can drop my hashtag in, which is super handy because This is what allows you to build tracking elements in to your K+ or KV Core system. So this gives you that initial categorization, which then can launch drip campaigns, it can launch smart campaigns, it can launch alerts. You can use it for mass email, mass text, or with KV Core, you can do the scheduled mass email, and both of you can use the dialer with hashtags. So this has a lot of facets and uses. So maybe I just want to call this Go Green, Rockland, Orange. So I can know this was everyone who landed in my dashboard who were looking for green amenities and highlights in Rockland and Orange County. When I click outside, you guessed it, it cements that tag into that box. Now, once all of this is filled in, you can go in and if you want, you can attempt to delete your logo, but just make sure that you're still in compliance with your MLS service if you choose to do that. From here, you can just go ahead and highlight and delete any text you see on this page. So you're not stuck with, your deals around here. This could be like Energy Star homes or listings in Rockland and Orange County. And then I could say free weekly list. Myself, when I was a user of the systems, I would always send people up for daily unless it was some other type of situation, or even instant if inventory is slim, which is always helpful to get that instant alert out there. And from here, do I need to add in more information about I could leave these bullets in, I can edit them if I want. Same with this little secondary section. Or you can double click to get rid of a bullet. Now, do this with discretion because once you double click to get rid of that bullet, it's not coming back until you start again. So let's just say I don't need these. I'm going to get rid of them. I'm good with how it is. So now I've used my blog posts. I've leveraged the local community energy programs. I've created a specialized content for Energy Star listings, and I have that in my blog, and I'm going to utilize that same link within my landing page generator. So now I have this ready to go. I can click save. A little pop-up comes up and says, hey, guess what? Once you save this, you cannot edit it. So make sure you give this the once over, the twice over. My dad always said, measure twice, cut once. So make sure you've got it exactly how you'd like it, and then click OK. And now you'll know you have a finalized link when you see this little green share guy up here in the upper left. If you don't see it, and you see this super, super long link up here still, you have not saved yet. You're only going to know it's saved when you see this little green share button with the options to share into these social media or this link up here. That will indicate, and it's usually a shorter link. When you're editing, the link will take up all the way across and then some within the browser. So now we're ready to take this link and either copy it from here or deploy into these social medias directly. I'm going to go ahead and go into, did not mean to do that, sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and open up one of our discussion groups and paste that landing page in, just so you can see what it looks like. So once the preview and your information lands right below it, as long as you see your subdomain right here, so you can see this is all about me, the agent, you can get rid of the link that you pasted in. And this is where you would add in, your information, whatever you're going to drop into this section to grab that person's, maybe it's the top Energy Star properties of. So now you just post and away it goes. And this becomes your organic lead gen, landing lead gen, or you could, throw a little cash at it and go through your ad manager on Facebook. But what'll happen is when your leads or your potential leads or contacts are bebopping through whatever social media you drop this on, they can click into it, they can drop in their email address. So you'll see here when I opt in here, it's going to immediately send me to that list of properties, and it's going to immediately tag me with that tag that we created on the landing page. Now, one last thing we can do is actually leverage this link in a custom text code. So this is something, if you're going with Craigslist ads, flyers, what have you, print media, you can use a custom text code to say, hey, lead, if you text this code to this number, I'm going to give you this information. It's real similar to the landing page in context, because you're still saying you're leveraging that, hey, if you give me this, I'll give you that. We're just landing a phone number instead of an email and or a phone. So with a custom text code, we're going to shorten this link up at bit.ly. Hopefully bit.ly is up and running again. It was not earlier. Here we go. So I'm going to paste that link in, grab my little bit.ly link, and we're going to go back to the dash. And via the lead engine and lead gen tools for kvCORE and K+, you're going to click into call capture for kvCORE and custom text codes in K+. Now, from here, we'll see all of the custom text codes that are currently set up within the office of which I'm adminning on this particular test account. And I am just going to go down to click Add New. And I'm going to call this custom code Go Green. And then I'm going to drop this link into those listings, or I could even do the link to my blog as well, either way. But basically, it's going to be, thanks for responding. Here are the listings. And I'm just going to drop my bit.ly link in. And then depending on if I have my own smart number or if I'm using the brokerage smart number, I would have one to choose from here on kvCORE. Within K+, you would be using the brokerage smart number, and it'll route directly to you, just like it would for kvCORE, unless you purchase your own and want that to go directly to you, only to you, and own that smart number. Then I can click Add. And now we can see my custom text code is set up. So when a contact texts Go Green to my smart number, they're going to immediately receive a link to that information. They're going to land on my dashboard. And then I can start skip tracing them and trying to find out more information about them via 411, white pages, search bug, and Cole via the add action. So if you wanted to try to find someone, add contact up here. Same way within the K+ dashboard, add contact, you can actually put in, you know, an address here or a phone number, email, and try to find information about someone and get a match. So there's a lot of opportunities here for you to leverage different types of tools within the dashboard. I want to try to help you think of how you can connect these different facets to create different elements of approach. So in this one, just to recap, we utilized, you know, local business programs for making your home energy efficient. Maybe this is something you could even talk to them about partnering or sponsoring something to offer energy efficient appliances, maybe with a trusted partner. Then you can also blog about it, loop in links to your site and the rebate programs, and you can create that custom text code, which can then direct people to that same information, but just a different approach. So you know, when you think about all of the assets that you create on a daily basis, think about ways of which you can combine them to really make it sing and be cohesive. So I guess that's my main point today. There's many different ways you can bring all of these things together. And, you know, I really encourage you to always ask questions when you have them. You can always contact support via this bubble on kvCORE or K+. We also have the support portal here, which is at the bottom left of the dash, and self-paced tutorials via this learning portal, which are pretty amazing. So, you know, never hesitate to ask questions. You know, take advantage of our learning portal and support portal, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.